last night.
Yeah.
And had my 5 level 14 players fighting against my 4 level 15 barbarians, each with a different
Oof.
path.
Wow.
And it was rough.
I was gonna
We're still not
say.
done.
Wow. Yeah, it can take a while. That's for sure.
Mhm.
Okay, let's get this kicked off. Hey, welcome to Roll the Dice and MVG. We are on session 2 of the Gems of Calathos campaign for a mini campaign for the month of March. We are having a fundraiser, raising money for military and veteran gamers. It's a great cause, so open your pocketbooks and grab a snack and sit down and watch the fun. There we go. I think that gets us going.
Yeah.
Oops. Can somebody check the Twitch, make sure it's coming across okay?
You see? Yep, it is.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
The other player is out of town this weekend, so.
so it's just the two of you.
Yep.
And okay.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, he said he sent you a message, but.
yeah, it's the names blending into each other is all.
Yeah.
I remembered it as soon as you said it. Okay, so Archie is not there. So it's tactic time. That's what we got to do. We can't face roll this one. Who wants to sum up last week for the viewers?
Oh. I'm still trying to get everything
Oh yeah, no worries.
loaded.
So basically, the PCs were captured and taken as slaves and they were making a journey to the slave area, I guess, where all the slaves are usually taken.
To
And
Pelbrolanin, yep, the slave nation.
right, and then while having an evening's rest, a hero showed up and began beating the crap out of our slavers, which then one of our slavers, party of the slaver, worker of the slavers, switched sides, helped the PCs out, got us out of our shackles, gave them a couple of weapons, a weapon, and we attempted and succeeded in taking over the slaver camp, which one of them got away, but I think two.
Yep. Sounds about right. You then traveled, you searched the caravan in a large wooden wagon, has a wooden house built on top of it. You broke into it. You found a couple of pieces of information. One, any of your really good items were probably in there. And you found an altar that was to a different god, the Flame Master, rather than the Oppressor, which is what Kalen was wearing the robes to. And seems to be a cleric of the Oppressor. So that was a confusing bit of information. Then you traveled through the forest at night. You've got the tips of the trees are kindling and starting to burst into flame from the pass of the fireball that moved across the sky. You got across a big river, moved up to another couple miles, and got to an area where the trees were all dropped. They all were knocked over by the impact from whatever this thing was. And I will show you a picture of the Tunguska crater impact. This is kind of the situation that you find yourselves. You're up on the south western border of this, so right up at the top, almost a quarter of the way in from the right corner, up on the ridge, kind of laying down because there's a bit of backlight behind you now, looking at the tree fall. So some of these trees are on fire. Not huge blazing fires, but they're starting to burn. They're all laid down like somebody took a big bundle of straws and dropped them, and they fanned open. And in the middle of this small valley, maybe a few hundred yards across at most, there's this giant crater, and where the meteorite hit and slid down into this crater and then blew the whole area out. There are glowing green, sickly green crystals embedded in the dirt and earth out there a ways, giving a lot of ambient light. Not really the best light to see by, but you've got enough to see a little bit, so you don't need torches or anything like that, which would be handy. You hear rhythmic chanting happening from down inside the crater. And let me get you guys over to this map. Let's see here. Get a little music going on here. Is the sound effects coming across? I'll turn it up a little bit. Okay. So Talon's leaning down next to you guys. He's got Mandar behind in the trees a little bit, and he says, "Okay, our target's down there. How do we reach him? We can't really see where he is. We kind of hear it coming from the inside the crater. If you zoom out to about 70%, you can see most everything. So we hear chanting from down in this area. This area is much lower than out here. Out here, the embankments are maybe 5 feet high. Down here, it's more like 15 feet high, so you can't actually see Kellen. And the earth all around the outside perimeter is just churned over, just been uplifted and settled back down with those chunks of green crystal everywhere. So what do you guys do? What's your plan?
Looks over, and I can't remember. Oh, Meredith looks over at Kudragu and says, "What do you expect we do here? I think we're slightly outnumbered."
Only slightly. I can get 2 of them. That should even the odds a bit.
Work on the archers from here. How far away are those archers?
Well, once you get down to the bottom of the clearing area, yeah, you're going to be about 100 feet away from them.
Okay.
There's really nowhere to hide down there. There's a few items down here that you can hide behind. A couple of fallen trees and some bigger bushes that didn't get annihilated by the impact. Talon says, I can move with Mandar, move around the edge of this through the trees and come at him from the east side. If I come down, start trying to take them out with my crossbow, that should draw their attention my direction. Give me a round, or give me a few seconds to gather their attention, and then you guys can come in. How's that?
I would rather hit from a distance so I can provide you
cover. Well, that leaves it up to you, Haragu, to move about the field. I can move in as soon as I fire a few rounds from the crossbow.
Yeah.
Do you have any javelins you can throw from a distance? He uses his little hand crossbow.
You could use my spear if you needed to, but I was planning on charging down
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't get Mandarb down there. What am I thinking? Do you want to use my spear?
Don't think there's a battle map showing on the Twitch. No, there's not.
Oh, there's not?
Nope.
Oh.
How's that?
And I can't control
Yep,
my.
got it.
And I can't control my character.
Oh, well, let's fix that right now.
Yep.
Grogu.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, I just go in and I beat things.
You should be able to.
Oh, I mean, I can let you get some shots in and stuff. We can go after the two fighters and stuff.
Yeah, you focus on the ones that are right in front of you. I'm going to shoot the ones that are behind you. Hopefully, hitting them before they hit you.
Right.
What's your range?
150.
150? Wowzers. All right. Is that extreme range for you?
No, extreme is 600.
Ooh. Holy hell. What, you got a ballista?
You think?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a plan.
150 to 600.
So we have a plan. Get them. It sounds like our plan.
Well, and what was the what's the NPC's name?
Oh, Essen. Yeah, he's down there with
Essen.
you with you guys. Which one of you did he make an oath to? I know there was one of you that he generally promises to help whoever treated him the best or whatever.
We didn't have the. I was the slaver, not.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
driver.
That's right. Thank you.
So we don't have him
Okay.
per se.
Good point.
I took his place.
Yep. Have it. That's what I get for running 13 of these.
Yeah. And I threw a change on you.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I like the way that works out. That's more in line with the way the very first session went, years ago. So
Kellen's right. I mean, not Kellen.
Talon.
Talon is right there with us.
Yeah.
Talon. Yes, Talon.
Talon.
I was like, Essen. I don't think that's right.
No, yep, it's Talon. Yeah, there's a lot of N's. There's Kellen, there's Talon, there's Essen, there's
Can I during this time had taken a short rest
um
in our time from getting from the
yes,
where we went across the river?
yeah, we probably took a short rest right after the river because we had to dry out our clothes and whatnot. Otherwise, we'd be suffering some serious problems.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll a hit die then.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd get yourselves up to full if I were you.
There we go. I'm at full.
All right. Okay, and also I'd like you all to take an inspiration die.
Okay.
You guys were role-playing your characters really well if you don't already have it.
Got one. Okay, so back up to full.
Meredith is going to ask Talon. You're probably a lot better at this stuff than I am. Where do you suppose I should go?
See those stumps down at the bottom, just beyond the last tree fall. So he points down to here.
Okay.
Says I'd post up behind there and use that for some cover.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, lad. Will do.
You'll know better than I will down there. I do not have your eyes at night.
So he's going to. Is it nighttime?
Oh yeah. It's
Okay.
probably pretty close to midnight,
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Okay.
1 in the morning.
Okay. The only thing that worries me is my dark vision is only 60 feet.
Right.
So I'm going to have to move even closer.
Well, because of all the green crystals and whatnot embedded out there, you've got the equivalent of a weak torchlight out
Okay, so
across
like
the
dim
field.
light.
So you've got dim light. Yeah.
Okay.
So you might get a -2 to hit, because of the darkness, but yeah. So Talon falls back, and you hear him get on Mandarb, and you hear him start riding away. He says, judging from the way the forest is lit up here, that's also something that's different. The treetops around here are actually starting to catch fire. They're not just smoldering and smoking. They're actually going alight. Going alight? That's a terrible way to put that. So you can kind of see him in the back. Every once in a while, he has to come out of the trees to get around something, and you kind of see his silhouette moving around on the ridge. But the men down in the crater don't seem to notice. They don't really seem to be paying a whole lot of attention to what's going on around them. They give me an insight roll.
All of us?
Yeah. How are we looking? Not very insightful.
Natural 2.
Yeah. All you can really assume is maybe they're bored or tired or both. Maybe they're just overconfident, but they just seem to be milling around for some reason. You're not really sure. You needed to get a 6, so you guys made it. It's pretty easy to tell that they're not walking around. You see them kind of calling out to each other down there. So
Yeah.
after about 20 minutes, let's see. That's when I lead off. So take a round to aim. Take advantage.
Yeah, once we see Talon start doing his thing, I'm going to rush down to the... Oh, as he's moving, I want to move down to about where I am, so I'm within 45 to 60 foot.
Oh, that's right.
Of them.
Hang on, hold on to that movement just for a second. I need you guys to give me a couple of dexterity saves for moving down the hill throughout all of those trees. It's very, very dangerous to move down through there and not get yourself impaled on things and slipping and tripping and breaking ankles. Holy cow. You guys make it down there just fine. So were you going to wait, Haragu, for the first guy to get hit? Or...
No, I was... If I could stay at... where they don't see me, I want to get within about 45, 60 foot.
It's completely open field down there.
Oh, okay.
Once you leave the shrubs, any obstacles that are out there you can hide behind are on the map. Most of the area is clear. It looked like this was the valley was more like a meadow.
Then I'll wait, and then I'll rush in.
Okay. So Talon takes the first shot, and he hits. You hear a muffled cry. It's not much. You can barely hear it. And you hear, Elar, what happened? I don't know. I can't see him. Somebody else says. Then, about 10 seconds later, okay, you hear, oh, we're under fire. To arms. At that point, we'll go on the initiative clock.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, let's give you some battle music.
My rolls are all over the place today.
Yeah, no kidding.
Natural 2, now 19, natural 3.
You didn't highlight your character first when you did initiative.
Oh no. Okay. Nope, that's you. That's not. Okay, so my initiative right now is 5.
Okay.
I'm just going to do it so to add myself to the game.
Yep.
Not much better.
Oh, I got to get rid of some people on here. Da, 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 da.
Oh, Gaunt and Fairland.
Okay. And now let's get the guards.
Hey, that's sad when I got the first initiative.
Well,
With a 9. Well,
right.
besides them.
Right. So you hear them, what's going on? I don't know. Laren, report. They hear nothing. Somebody got him. Make sure that nobody gets near Kellen. Right. And this guy goes over to check this one. And this one comes over here and starts to make perception tests. And so does this guy.
Did you want us to roll stealth?
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself
over here.
Give yourself advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, good, because I'm at disadvantage.
Oh, right. It's gonna be tough. You're coming down kind of silhouetted against a backdrop of smoldering and partially lit trees.
1
So
and 2. Oh, thank God for the advantage.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got an 11 for Haragu, and we got stealth. And we got Meredith with a 16. Meredith, you make it down to the tree without being seen, and you hear, "Hey, there's one of them over here." As they spotted Haragu.
Heck.
Yep. So
That's okay.
Haragu, go ahead and finish your movement as if you were dashing down the hill. So
Yep.
you get another 30 feet from where you are. Okay. All right.
Okay. So that was 60 from where I was, I think.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
45.
We're good there.
Yeah, close enough.
So that's yours. Talon goes. He takes another shot. At advantage because they don't know where he's at.
Do I measure?
The little fourth one down on the upper left.
Okay.
The little ruler.
Come on, roll big.
So
nope.
6, 8. All right, both within my range.
Nice. You hear a guy cry out over here. They're over here too. Watch yourselves. And you see the 2 of them silhouetted down there or within the ambient light have bows, very obvious, and the other ones have sword and shield, or spears and shields. Swords at their side. Meredith, your turn.
Meredith is going to attack this archer right here
Okay.
with his bull. He pulls out his bow and knocks an arrow
Mhm.
and fires.
You can fire with advantage.
Oh.
They do not know where you're at yet. Oh, look at that. Now it hits. You would have bounced off armor before that. So you hit for how much damage? 5 piercing?
5 piercing.
Okay. No, they're on both sides. There's one right here. I've got him. It's one of the slaves. What? What are they doing here? That kind of stuff. That kind of conversation going on. It goes up to the top, to them. Let's see. I need to measure his out. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
He charges you. Not charges, but runs up after you rather quickly. And misses terribly. He runs up with his spear, lunges it at you, but you didn't even really need to dodge. You just kind of, as you're running in, it went about 1.5 feet to your side. Then this one makes a perception test to find Talon. And fails miserably. This one moves up over here, and he also makes a perception test. Advantage going to you guys at this point. Give me a second, pulling up some notes. Slowly, evidently. There we go. Okay. At the end of this round. No, it's got to go now. Sorry, there was one thing I didn't prepare. Give me just a moment to get it in here. Okay. So the guards have done their thing, except this one is going to fire at. Doesn't know where you are, so it's going to fire at Haragu. The way I run combats with archers, when you're firing into melee, there's a penalty. Right? It's just harder. They're not static, so it's very difficult when they're all moving around. So I give a -2 to the rolls.
Okay. Because there's always a chance they can hit their party.
Absolutely. This one, however, doesn't. And Haragu, you take damage.
A 16 armor class?
Yeah, he rolled a 20 after his bonuses.
Okay. Yeah.
He hits you with 3 points. Do you have any kind of damage reduction yet, or does that come at level 4 or level 3?
No, not. I didn't do my bonus, my rage yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You take the rage.
I bet you're gonna do it now, though.
Yeah, I was getting ready to on my turn.
Yep, it's your turn.
Okay, bonus action rage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna attack this guy right in front of me. Okay, where is it? One-handed, so then I don't know why it's doing.
Oh, the 2-hand? I don't know. It always seems to do that.
Well, no, why it does. It's doing advantage rolls.
Yeah, it's usually at a default like that. You have to go in and kind of change it. But that's okay. We just always take the first number.
Yep.
So you hit, and you're using it one-handed?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 points.
If you use your D&D Beyond character sheet, it won't do that though.
No, that's what we're using is D&D Beyond character sheet. So
Really?
yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes
it does. Sometimes it don't. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it's kind of crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's not intuitive, you know. It's some characters do it and some characters don't.
Yep. And then with the rage, I get my second frenzy attack. While I'm in rage.
Yep. Go
I
ahead.
get the second attack.
Sure.
Which is why I was doing. Okay, 24.
Well, that hits. Man, you're rocking it today.
Yep.
how much damage was that?
And it's 7
4.
bludgeoning.
7. All right, there we
Oh,
go.
one-handed?
One-handed,
Yeah,
yep. So
they
4.
both are one-handed. That way I can use them both while I was doing it one-handed.
He cries out in pain. You first come in charging over there. He comes rushing over to meet you. You kind of sidestep the spear shot, come in right underneath and with your battle axe and slice into his left bicep really well. And as you come up from the strike on that, barely missing his face, you bring it down again and over the top of it, and his right arm, he drops the spear, and his right arm is bleeding from a cut from underneath it and over it. It's a good combination. Kalen goes, you hear you hear the cloaked man at the rim of the crater. Something about as he steps up to the rim of the crater. Something about the image disturbs you as it looks over. You look over your shoulder to see it standing on the ridgeline. Over the crackling of low fires, you hear the sound of chanting. At the sorry, begone! He yells in a menacing voice. Begone before you are laid waste by the power of the gods. He then calls out, Yaktuth Shan Nalakman, Yaktuth Shan Nalagrova, and a stillness and a faint breath comes over the valley, and the ground begins to vibrate, and mounds start to appear all across the crater area. And that's what happens at that point. Meredith, your turn.
Meredith, he's like, oh, I know I forgot something. And he's going to cast Hunter's Mark on this archer.
Okay, bonus action Hunter's Mark. Got it.
So cast. Oh, no. Sorry. I thought I had to do that.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Nope.
But then I'm going to attack him with my longbow again.
Does he get a wisdom save to resist your Hunter's Mark?
It's not a save. Do I still have advantage or no?
Yes, he does not know where you're at.
Okay, so I'll do that again. That should hit 17.
17 hits. Good shot.
For 3 piercing, and do you want to take that? Oh no, I have to roll the Hunter's Mark damage.
Yep.
2. Extra 2.
Okay. He cries out in pain as a shaft enters his left shoulder and hurts quite a lot.
Like, quite sure that, my friends.
Okay. Talon goes. Talon charges forward, fires his crossbow, then drops it. Let's see. How far do I want to go? About there. Oh no, he would have dropped the crossbow. He readies his spear and charges across the field. He gets to about here, screaming at the top of his lungs with a war cry. Have at me, dogs! You'll not stop us this time. Vengeance shall be ours. Despite the fact that he did not, he was not a slave or anything like that, but he's just mouthing out his whatever comes to mind, I guess. And it draws attention over that way as they see this figure coming across the slightly smoky field amidst this green glow. Let's see, it goes back to them. Hiragu, this guy disengages from you and starts running this way. He looked to be in a significant amount of pain. This guy falls back to behind the crater rim and takes partial cover. This guy shoots at Talon. Oh, and hits him for 2 damage. Got lucky there. Okay. Shoots. This guy charges up and engages Talon with his spear.
it's cool, I'm gonna mark this guy with something for hunter. That way I remember who's got hunter's mark.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank
There we
you.
go.
Yep. Nope. That's totally cool. And Talon bats the spear across with his spear, so he misses. Haragu.
Okay. I'm gonna run towards this guy, which took off running.
Oh,
and
okay.
Get,
He
get
looks
with-
like he's disengaging from combat. He doesn't look like he's got any fight left in him. Do you still
that's
want to?
okay.
Okay. You still want to
Yep.
pursue him?
Yep. I
Okay.
don't want anybody to escape from this little group.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw my one of my hand axes at him.
Okay. Give it a shot. He's just hauling ass, so I'm going to give you a +2 to hit because he's not trying to bob or weave or anything. He's just running
Yeah.
straight out.
Oh, a 21
That hits.
for 5.
He's running forward. As you're running, chasing after him, you whip out a hand axe, goes through the air, hits him in the back. He screams out, and as your axe severs his spine, he falls dead to the ground and slides on his face for a couple feet until his body flops over. Okay. I gotta make another roll here. Give me a second.
Yep.
Rising up out of the ground, you see skeletons coming out of the ground. Where the hell did they all go? Oh, there they are. Around all those little mounds that started to form on the ground, skeletal arms start coming out of the ground, readying weapons. And you hear Kellen goes back to chanting, only this time it's louder and sounding more vigorous. Meredith, your turn.
Did he go to where I can't see him anymore?
He's kind of doing the duck under the rim, come up and shoot, duck under the rim, so he's got partial cover. You'll be firing at a disadvantage.
Okay, but I see these skeletons hop up, and I can see them just fine, right?
You can see them just fine. They're all silhouetted. The lights coming from the crystals are brighter near the crater than they are elsewhere on the field, so you can see them just fine.
Okay, so he's gonna, oh no, only the dwarf gets the bowl, and he's going to take a shot at this guy.
Okay.
It's longbow. Haha. Great.
Oh, you miss.
Yeah, you still got your inspiration, so you could always re-roll once.
Yep. If you want to use that now, you can, or you can save it.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
But that's all. Bonus action, I'm gonna move my hunter's mark from the archer to, well, let me see. See if I can do that. I'm just out of... No, that's it. That'll end my turn.
That's your turn? Okay.
Yep.
You see these skeletons
I'm
as
sorry.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
thought the range was 60 feet on the hunter's mark. It's 90. So yeah, I'm gonna move bonus action, take off, or I'm gonna move hunter's mark from that one to this one.
Okay. No problem. So these skeletons, as they come up, they're wearing armor, but it's just scraps of it that you see, and there's no real flesh left on their bodies. Maybe a little bit tagging on here and there, but mostly it's just the skeletal remains of these ancient warriors. Talon goes. Talon fights spear to spear with that fellow. and gets a crit.
Ooh.
And he's fighting two-handed. He does 14 damage, and this guy gets skewered. Oops. Yep. So as Talon bats away the spear from the other guy's thrust, he sticks it forward, impales the guy straight through the throat, and rips the spear out. Blood sprays everywhere as the body collapses to the ground, gurgling. And then he takes another... Oh, wait, no, he's just out of range. I gotta measure this. Yes, so he stays where he is, but he's still yelling and shouting to gain attention. Goes back up to the bad guys. This guy takes a shot at you at disadvantage.
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, that's right. He hasn't seen you yet. He's going to look for you. This time he's got advantage on it. You've popped up several times and popped shots off. Oh, well, he finds you. So he shoots at you. With disadvantage.
We don't have armor or anything, do we?
Nope. He fires with disadvantage. Well, no, you remember you guys equipped yourselves from the wagons that were there, so you can have armor.
Okay.
What kind of armor did you want to have, or what time would you imagine yourself starting with?
Studded leather.
Okay, you've got it.
Something easy to move in.
Mhm.
So I would change my armor class to a 14 instead of 12.
Right. He still hits with a 15. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, actually he hasn't rolled yet. So he's firing at you with disadvantage, and I did not roll him. $21 and a 22. So he hits you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got a good shot. He does 7 points of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's a good hit. He pops up, pops down, pops up, lets fly, and you're just peeking up to see what's happening, and a shot goes right into your cheek, ripping open the right side of your face a little bit. Blood starts streaking down your face, but luckily does not land on your hands to ruin your shot with a bow. Sticky fingers and all. You're good. That's it for the guards. Oh no, this archer is going to shoot at Talon. And misses terribly. Haragu. Oh, you're muted in case you're chatting with us.
Oh.
Yeah, I said I was going to run up and engage this archer.
Okay, how far was that though?
60.
Okay, so no attack for you this round, but you're engaged. Got it. Okay.
Right.
Kellen goes. You hear him chanting more. It reaches a crescendo, and he yells out, "Christophe Farteltha!" And there's this loud cracking sound, and then a small detonation that chills. As soon as it comes over, or as soon as the sound hits, you get this chill through your heart, just to your marrow, as if you had just jumped into ice-cold water in a mountain stream in the winter. You know, just this bone-chilling cold passes over you. And you hear a shout of jubilation from Kellen. Meredith, your turn.
All right, I'm going to take another shot at this skeleton.
hang on a second. I have to roll the initiative for the skeletons. I didn't do that yet. They're supposed to go on Kellen's turn, but I want to give them their own initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. These move up to here. This is going to change the battlefield out a little bit. And they move, but they don't fire.
Are they slowed from that funky ground?
Yes, they are. That's why they didn't get
Okay.
anywhere. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Sure are.
I wasn't sure.
This skeleton here cuts at the back of the archer.
So they're killing everything.
Yep.
Yep.
They miss.
They don't care.
Nope. If it lives,
Noted.
if it lives, it dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Yep. All right. So that's it for them. That's it for then. Haragu, you already went. You charged up. Kalen went. Talon. Oh, actually. Oh, yeah. I guess I got a higher dex. No, I can't. Meredith, you go ahead and go first.
Okay. All right, I'm going to, I guess, I'm going to take a pop shot, quick pop shot. Once I see them approaching to get it closer, it's going to, shit. And he's going to take a shot at this front skeleton right here.
Okay. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Oh my god.
Oh, it shoots in. It brings the shield up, and your arrow shatters on the shield.
All right. After that, he's going to use his movement to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, so about right here.
You can move up to here.
Right here?
Yep. Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
Unless you've got 35 or 40 feet movement, do you?
I have 25. What am I doing? Okay,
Right.
so I don't know what I'm thinking.
Right here.
25. So yeah, I'm going to move, there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see my arrow, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Right
Good.
there.
Yeah.
Good,
You
good,
got
good.
short, stubby legs because you're.
Yeah,
Yep.
I totally forgot about that. And that'll end his turn.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was compensated for by something in the ranger class with your build.
Nope. Just me not having a clue.
Yeah, easy enough. Talon throws his spear at the archer over there, trying to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a minus, but he gets advantage. Okay. A spear comes sailing out of nowhere. Oh no, I get a -2. Comes sailing out of nowhere. It glances off this guy's chainmail. Kind of just skitters off the side edge on the rings and embeds itself in the ground right there. In case you need another weapon, there's one.
Yep.
And then I move to right. Now I got to measure it out. I got to stay 30 feet away from that other guy. Okay. Hirogu, watch yourself. They're going to surround us.
Yep.
Goes up to the skeletons. This one moves to engage Talon. Attacking with a short sword and misses. Talon, matter of fact, Talon doesn't even have to dodge. And as he was coming across, he readies his shield and Morningstar. This one moves over to here. This one moves to here. This one engages Talon. And misses again. And attacks the archer. And misses.
I don't like that. I'd rather have Mickey.
They both shoot at you. First one shoots, misses you. Oh no, hits you with a 16.
Mm-hmm. They're talking about me, right?
Yeah, and the other one
Yeah.
hits you with a
Okay.
22.
Ooh.
You take a total of 4 points of damage.
Yowza.
You've got to be hurting.
I am bloody.
You hear this the archer drops his bow, readies his sword and shield, is terrified, and just runs. He's got the dead attacking him. He's got Talon attacking him. His friends have all dropped to the side. He starts hauling ass out of there.
Do I get a chance to attack him as he runs?
No, he's using disengage.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Matter of fact, he didn't ready his sword and shield. He just started running. He drops his shield and keeps going.
Okay.
Archer up here is going to take a shot at you, Meredith, at disadvantage. Lot of fire coming in at you right now. Okay.
No kidding.
And one hits a stud on your armor and deflects off of your chest. Phew. You feel the impact. It hurts, but it does no damage. You'll have a good bruise there the next day, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm done playing with myself. Harugu, it's your turn.
I'm going to run up to the other archer, which is right about 30 foot away,
Mm-hmm.
and attack him.
Okay.
Ouch.
Oh. Critical.
Oh, man. All right, so you did 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 6. You cut him down. He was already pretty messed up. You run up and chop him down. But you notice that now that you're there, you're at half movement.
Okay.
Actually, and the farther in you go, this is more hard packed here. That's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
You hear this high piercing, not a scream. It kind of sounds like a big bottle rocket. And you see this green beam shoots straight up into the air as you hear this answering cry of some strange beast, a high shrill shriek coming from the southeast.
Mm-hmm.
Talon goes. Talon is knee deep in the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not good. Talon attacks with his Morning Star to one of the skeletons. Miss. No, he hits the skeleton by 1 point. That's fortuitous. And does damage. Rolls a 1. Yay?
Yeah. Something.
Yep. And then he takes action surge and attacks again. And misses this time. He swings it over his head, cracks it down. You hear a bone cracking sound as it hits the shield and knocks the shield into the clavicle, breaking the clavicle bone. Then he swings it back over again, but it bounces off the shield easily. Meredith.
All right, Meredith is still freaking out. Just get the back away from me. And he's going to use his movement to move this way.
Okay.
But he's only going to go his 20 feet.
Okay.
So,
If you only go 20 feet, you're going to be engaged next round.
right. But for what I want to do, for 20 feet, he's going to turn back to this one.
Okay.
And he's going to use his planar warrior ability.
Okay.
As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet. The next time you hit that creature on this turn with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by the attack becomes force damage, and the creature takes an extra 1d8 of force damage from the
Holy
attack.
cow, nicely done. Okay.
So I am going.
Let's see if
So
you
that's
hit.
why I wanted to stay within 30 feet.
Yeah, no, good call. Do you want to hit that one or do you want to hit this one? You know this one can get to you. This one, you're not quite sure.
Let's see. He's only 25. He's 20.
Yeah, I will tell you that with all that extra damage, you might be able to kill one in one shot if you roll well.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this one then.
Okay.
All right.
At least wound them both. Come on, don't miss. That's going to be a miss. Do you want to use? Yep, inspiration.
I didn't want to use it, but I will.
Yeah, pop it for this shot. Absolutely. Come on, you can make it. Big damn hero time. Look at that. Right there. You shoot this thing right into the rib cage. You hear bones start to crack. So you do 6 damage from the longbow, and then go ahead and roll your force damage. Come on, you can make it. Oh, almost.
So 9 points of force damage from this thing.
Hang on, 12.
And then he's going to use the rest of his movement to just about get there. And that'll end his turn.
Okay. Yeah, you hear many bones break, and as your arrow streaks towards it, it turns into a forest green bolt of pure energy, magical force, shatters an entire side of the rib cage as it blows through, but fails to hit the spine. Nice shot, by the way. That was good. Skeletons. They move forward. And that moves forward. So he's going to take an attack. And misses. And misses.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Oops. I oopsed, and the third shot would have been a critical. Uh-oh. All right. Those are done. This one steps out of the dirt. This one moves over here and shoots at Hiragu. And misses. You might be out of rage this turn, unless you can attack something.
Yeah, I don't know how many rounds it's been.
It's been at least 5.
Okay, it goes for 10.
Okay, so you're well within range there, but if you don't get attacked or if you don't get injured or you don't attack, you lose it. So
yeah.
All right. Skeletons on Talon. First attack misses. Second attack misses. Third attack misses. All right. Closest he got. Oh, wait a minute. The die didn't pop up right. The first one hit him.
Yeah.
Ooh, for 8 points.
I attacked my last round.
You hear Talon kind of grunts in pain a little bit as he takes a sharp shot to the ribs. Then this one comes around and attacks as well. They've circled him down, or just beating down on him. Boom, 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 misses. Okay. Oh, here we go. We'll put a picture of him out there. Okay. That goes the skeletons. The guardsmen are all done. So it goes to Huragu.
Okay. And it shouldn't have affected it because as long as I attacked a creature and I attacked one last time.
Right, but if you don't attack one this round,
Yeah.
or get shot.
Right. I kind of look back and forth between Callan and them because I'm within a range just to run to Callan, but
Not because of the terrain. You're in rugged terrain.
Okay. I'm gonna go to this one.
You're not at the quarter movement that you'd be if you were out on the
Edges.
really dirty, the real loose dirt side, but you are at difficult terrain, so it's half.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay.
17 plus 7 plus. I always forget to roll my rage.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 2.
Wait a minute. No, I don't. That's got to be a to hit. That can't be damage.
Oh, no, that's... yeah. You gain advantage and stuff. Under rage...
Trying to do?
Oh, I think it's a later version of rage. I'm sorry. Where you get the...
No version. No worries. You do 7, 8, 9... I think it's a +2 damage for rage.
Okay, yeah, +2. Okay.
So.
Yeah, and it's rolling a d20 when I click on it, so.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, don't know what's going on there. But in any case, we'll say that you did 9 points of slashing damage. It only takes half. So it takes 4.
Okay. And I'll attack him with the other weapon.
Okay.
Does that get gets the rage also?
It gets the rage also, but it also is it at disadvantage with the second weapon?
No, because they're both one-handed, and I've got 2 weapon fighting.
Oh, you've got 2 weapon fighting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So 10, and that is blood.
And that one ends it.
Okay.
As you cut off one arm with the battle axe, swing up the other one, and you smash down through the head and the rib cage, shattering it into pieces of bone and powder, and the skeleton crumples to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There's that other screech sound again, and screaming across the battlefield is, oh, come on, objects and tokens. A large winged creature.
Holy shit.
Give me just a moment here. Only this one is a kind of a grayish green color. It's got 2 legs, 2 hind legs. You notice, Mr. Hunter, it's got a large scorpion-like stinger tail on the end of the tail. And it comes in and lands and screams again. Kalen uses his movement, or his turn, to get on this wyvern. Talon goes. Talon just he's going into auto attack mode. He's just swinging around like a madman trying to get free of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hits. Alright. For not much. But just enough. This one, this time gets shattered as his Morning Star comes down on it and just breaks it between the shoulder blade and the rib cage, breaking the spine. The thing collapses. Meredith, looking pretty bad down there.
Yeah. So what he's going to do, since he can't hit these guys in front of him with his bow, he's actually going to use his action to cast his last spell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be protection from evil and good.
Oh, nice.
So these skeletons will have disadvantage on all attacks against any undead.
Nicely done.
And he is going to use his movement, which I know they'll get opportunity attacks.
Well, they're going to get that anyway because you're casting a spell in hand-to-hand combat in melee.
I didn't think that was a thing in 5e.
Oh, well, all right then.
I thought that was just Pathfinder.
No, it was well. It might just be D&D 3 and 3.5, which is what I'm used to. So, all right, we'll just run with it that it doesn't. But running away through there and taking an action does.
Right.
So he swings at you.
Disadvantage.
Yep, it's a good thing too. He went from a 21 down to a 14. What is your AC?
It does hit you.
Okay. How many hit points did you have?
I have 13 out of 24.
Okay, not too bad. You take 4 more points.
Yeah.
He cuts you pretty good across the rib cage, piercing your leather as you go running away. Well,
the other
not
one
running.
Should get an opportunity attack as well.
You did have 2 of them there. Take 25 experience points for being honest and keeping me honest here.
Thank you.
And he misses with a oh no, wait.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, he got a 16 and a 21.
Oh, yeah, he hits.
Yep.
Ouch.
You take 5 points of damage.
This is looking rough.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you take a deep wound from a rusty short sword through the rib cage. Blood just streaking down your side. Your side lights up with fire. Meredith. All right, then it goes to the skeletons.
I can't remember. Did we get anything from any pouches or anything like that from inside the wagon?
Yes, you guys found healing potions.
Okay.
There were enough for 2 for each of you.
And to use a healing potion, what is that?
Takes an action.
An action?
Yep. But I will be benevolent and go ahead and take 1.
I can take 1 now.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you take 1, like 2 or 3 rounds earlier. I am because you're a big damn hero. So
let me see here. Oh, it should just be 2d. I'm just gonna roll 2d4 plus 2. Plus 2. Roll it. Oh, I get 7 back. Thank God.
okay, well good because you're gonna need it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This one catches you. This one catches up to you, and this one catches up to you.
Yeah.
Disadvantage. Okay, misses. Disadvantage. Oh, fumbles. Roll me a d20. Meredith, just a regular d20. Do you know how to do that? Roll 20.
I do.
All right. Oh, an 18. He strikes the other skeleton.
Oh yeah.
Phew, for 7 points.
I have 5 bastard.
And then the last one strikes at you. And also misses. That protection from evil is saving you so much extra hits. Holy cow.
Yep.
Nicely done. Then it goes to the guards. He continues to run for his life. Kellen goes. With a shriek, the wyvern takes off and starts to fly away. It passes over. You smell this fetid, rotting smell as it passes overhead.
Yeah.
Talon goes. Talon swings like a madman. He's
hold on. You said it smells of rotting flesh?
Rotted meat, yeah.
Rotted meat?
Yeah.
Is there any way I could, like, take a look up and just
Yeah.
to see what it looks like when it does?
I'll give you a perception at disadvantage. You've got 3 skeletons pounding on you, and you've been taking some hard hits, so you're kind of desperate right now.
So I'll roll. There's 1. And there's 2. So 16.
Okay. It does not appear to look undead.
Okay. I was just curious.
Give me a knowledge nature roll.
Ooh, nature. Which I am not good in, I don't think.
Oh, as a ranger, I would think you would be.
Nope. But it's a good roll.
Oh yeah, it is. They like to have their meat well prepared, meaning they like to let it sit for several days before they really start devouring it. They let their they let their stinger, poison the animal, and then they have a tendency unless they're really really hungry, to let their meat rot a little bit and tenderize.
Makes sense. Cool.
At least that's my interpretation. You won't find that in the monster manual.
Question: are wyverns technically in the dragon family?
There's arguments that they are, and there's arguments that they aren't.
Okay. The only reason I say that is because his favorite enemies are dragons.
Then
that's the only reason.
For the purpose of this campaign, we will say that they are. Like I said, I've heard arguments that go both ways, so I decide that they are.
All right. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No.
No worries.
This is good. Yeah. Don't ever worry about that. Harugu, what you gonna do?
I see Meredith getting attacked, so I'm gonna dash up here towards those guys to give them another target.
Okay. Sounds good. I take it raging all the way?
Yeah.
Do you have to use your second rage on this because you didn't attack or get damage this turn?
I have. If your turn ends and you have not been attacked.
Yeah,
so
you won't be attacked on this because the enemy's already gone.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll take another at the. Oh, I can't until the start of my next turn.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Kalen goes. That means he flies out.
Bonus action was to dash. So.
Gotcha.
No, your action was to dash. You have your 40 feet or however movement, and then you use your action to dash.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus action to rage when I get there.
There you go. That's perfect. Talon goes. Talon swings again like a madman. He's fighting like a feral beast almost right now. Oh, hits. 6 points. You hear more cracking of bones. I don't have action surge left. Do I have anything? Nope. I got nothing. All right. Meredith, what you gonna do?
Meredith, he's gonna look over at Hooter going, thank the gods, and he's going to take those opportunity attacks and try and move.
Disengage, and then just move 25.
Nope, because I want to help.
Oh.
Yep. So that means you're going to be taking 3 attacks of opportunity.
3 attacks at disadvantage.
Yep. Okay. Here they come. Here they come. First attack. That one hits. You take 5 points.
Okay.
Second one attacks at disadvantage and misses. The third one attacks at disadvantage. That's going to hit. Yep, hit you. You take 7 points.
Okay. Meredith is down.
Okay.
Okay.
So you make it about to here, and then you go down. As you disengage, you're drawing your bow back. You're sidestepping out there. One of them cuts you in the ankle, or not in the ankle, in the back of the thigh, dropping you down a little bit, while the other one stabs you right through the left shoulder. And crying out in pain, blood spurts from your chest as you collapse to the ground, and all goes dark.
Technically my turn. Do I roll a death save on?
No, next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, you go down this round, then you save the next round.
That's what I thought. You save the next one. Okay. Skeletons
or at
go.
least that's what makes sense.
Your call. I have no idea.
It makes sense that you make one right now, I think.
Okay.
So let's go ahead.
Let's see where that is on my sheet.
It should be in the upper right-hand corner. Let me look and see if I can find it.
Long way, short rest, beyond 20. Savings throws.
Is it in hit point? No.
No. Where the hell is that?
I could just roll a d20 on here. I mean, it's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah, that's fine. I should know where this is.
Oh,
19.
it's a save.
Yeah, it is a save. So close. So close. The skeletons go again. Now they all engage Huragu. But this time not at disadvantage.
No.
That one hits you for 5 points.
Half.
Oh, half, right. So you only take 3.
Okay.
The second one swings, misses. The third one swings and misses.
Okay.
Now, these 3 on Talon. What is my AC? Oh, they hit me. They rolled just with
okay. Sorry. Once I take my HP down, it pulls where my HP is. It shows failure, success on that saves.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good.
It changes. Okay, cool. Never had to do it in D&D Beyond.
Right? Let's see. I've got 2 more attacks coming at me. Miss and... Oh! Gets a critical.
Out.
I take 10 points. And I just took another shot this round, too.
Out. Yeah.
They just, again, they're just pounding on him. He takes a shot off the shield. The other one glances off his armor, but then a stab comes in and stabs into his upper right thigh. He screams out in pain. So that was them. Huragu, you see Meredith go down.
I am going to two-handed attack with the Warhammer because I realized the battle axe wasn't doing as much damage to them.
Okay, so you drop it on the field, grab the other one, and a 21 hits for 8 bludgeoning.
Plus 2.
Plus 2, so 10. This one had been hurt before, so it goes down. You bringing your Warhammer over your head, grabbing the bottom of the hilt, you just bring it straight down and just crush its skull, and half of its vertebrae just explode out from underneath it, and it falls to the ground.
And I'll attack another one.
Okay.
Again.
21. Again, you do 9 points to this one. You hear bones crack as you drive the shield into its shoulder, and you hear bits and pieces crack underneath the blow. Goes to Kellen. Kellen flies off the field. Oops.
They're vulnerable to bludgeoning, right?
Yes, yes, they are. Oh, that's right, they are. Let me read up on that. Vulnerability. Oh, yeah. So he crushes that one as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I know because from the one attack, I knew they had advantage against slashing and stuff.
Yep. So bludgeon. I forgot that they take double hits from that. So one of these is also down from Talon. All right. At this point, the skeletons kind of start to wobble a little bit, and then all their bones fall apart, and they fall down into a heap on the ground.
Okay.
All go strangely silent over the field.
Yeah. I'll roll Meredith over and pour a potion in his mouth.
Okay. Go for it. Go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 3.
Okay.
Oh, the music stopped, didn't it? Darn it.
No, 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6. Hey, freaking I'll take it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh! He wakes up and goes, oh, what the hell just happened?
I swear I saw my mother. She's been dead nigh 10 years.
Yep. I'll go up and pick up my one hand axe I had thrown.
Okay.
Is he still up?
No, all the skeletons collapsed.
Oh, all of them.
All of them collapsed. Yep.
Yeah.
So you come to, and everything around you is quiet. Talon comes limping over to you. He went to pick up his spear, then he comes to check on you. Meredith, are you okay?
We're all banged up, but I think I'll be all right.
I heard you cry out. I thought for sure you were a goner.
I thought I was a goner too. What the hell happened to all these skeletons?
I don't know. Once Kalen rode away on that foul beast of his, they just all sort of collapsed. Oh, hang on a second. I've got to...
Yeah, if he was controlling them, he probably lost control of them when he left.
Come here, Masuto. I got a cat meowing here. Masuto,
Oh.
come on. She's missing her girl. Come on, miss.
Right. It's just so... I don't understand. Who is this fellow writing in on this wyvern?
I think Callan called it in and it took him away.
Who is Kellen?
No, you know who Kellen was.
priest.
Kellen was the high priest in charge of the caravan you were in.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. What do you guys do next? Deathly quiet goes over this, but you also notice that the fires are starting to pick up in the trees surrounding the kind of valley you're in.
I look at Meredith. I said, are you able to travel so we can get out of these fires?
Hey, let's go. I suggest we head probably back towards the water, unless you're wanting to chase after that Kellen fella.
Give me a perception test, everyone.
Perception.
So, just wanted to tell everybody out there that's watching, this is a charity drive for military and veteran gamers. It's to a great cause. Their motto is healing through gaming. Please help us support our vets and our military personnel across the world. Please donate. Open up your pocketbook and send it all. Send everything you got. It's a worthy cause. Also, there are new merchandise that you can get if you go to mvgcharity.org. There should be a link on that page to get some fantastic looking gear, t-shirts, jersey shirts, things like that. It's absolutely cool looking stuff, so go take a look at it. And if you use the code MVG to purchase, you get 10% off. So go take a look.
Yeah, there's an a link in the announcements on the Discord for it.
Yep.
I just saw that.
I'm just hoping that there's a link on the website at this point.
I don't know.
But check in. MVG personnel are very responsive. If you have any questions, please reach out. Meanwhile, back at the crater, Talon goes to check in the crater itself. I want to see what this guy was up to. But as he does this, your perception, Meredith, something caught the corner of your eye in the sky. What do you do?
Hold up. Don't go anywhere. And I'm going to try and point out to where I see. Meredith is going to try and point out to someone. Explain to me what that is.
Coming around the corner, now you see the wyvern comes back in very quick, and you hear, "None shall stop the rebirth of Kalathos, whose rise will break the world anew. I mark you all. You will die one day by my hand, but for now, you live." And with that, he flies off. But that isn't what caught your eye. There's still something there. And you see looks like there's a star moving. A bright light in the sky, night sky, where you can still see through some of the smoke that's starting to rise up into the air. There seems to be this spot that kind of opens up, and you see this star kind of move into that position. And it seems to get brighter and brighter.
And I use my detect portal ability.
Okay.
So once per short rest, as an action, you detect the distance and direction to the closest planar portal within 1 mile of you.
Oh, wow. You sense a portal. Wow. Yeah, you sense a portal opening up there, like a door opens and closes. And shooting out of this portal comes this silvery white light that comes down in a broad beam, like 10 feet across. And as it comes down, you guys are all gathered out here trying to chat about what you guys are going to do next. Where is everybody? Where's Hirogu? Oh, there's Meredith. All right.
Oh, okay.
And this bright light comes down and hits about here and splashes out in a 360-degree radius in this like ghostly silvery vapor that kind of hits. Like the light itself turns to vapor and dissipates over the course of about 10 feet. And standing, shining out of that column of light the column of light goes away. Shining out of that, you see something very similar to this. And hovering about 10 feet in the air, sword in the right hand, and a whitish, silvery, glowing orb in his left. He says, "Be still, children of Tulin. You could not have stopped that foul priest from fleeing upon his fell steed. But I come unto thee from the highest of heavens to aid thee against a great evil that is abroad in the land of Tulin. You have been chosen by the divine gods themselves to face this evil and see it destroyed. Behold, I am the messenger of Deb Foe, and have come to implore you to aid this world in its time of need. If Kalathos is released, a darkness shall befall this land, and all that man has wrought will be laid low. Take this, and follow the dark priest. Retrieve the shard, and secure the gem, for it is through these gems that Kalathos shall return. Go now, for time is short." And he opens his left hand, and the small orb is released to flow into the air and floats towards you. Then the angel takes flight and disappears back into the dark clouds, lost in the red-tinged gloom from the fires that surround you. And you sense the portal, the door, closing. This orb floats over to Meredith and is hovering in the air in front of him. What was that, Wolf?
Oh, I was about to say I would reach out and grab it, but if it's going towards him.
Well, it's kind of coming towards all of you, really. You could reach out and grab it. Okay.
Well, for seeing I follow Devbo is why I was thinking he
Yeah.
said
No.
Devbo.
Yeah. Grab it.
Yeah, I think Meredith would kind of just take a step back and say,
Talon's just kind of looking there with his jaw open. What?
I'll reach out and look at it and go, okay.
As you grab this orb, it's as if the orb is made of light itself, and the light kind of melts off of it and dissipates. And resting on your hand is a large silver amulet. It's about this big around, and it's about an inch thick almost. It's enormous, and there's two things about it that look really odd that catch your eye. And even in the darkness, with the red tinge as the trees are catching fire around you, and the green glow from the crystals has faded into nothing. And you see this silver amulet has beads, small little beads of silver all the way around the outer perimeter of it that are maybe about, quarter inch in size. And on the surface of it, there is a slash through it per bend sinister. So it goes from top right to bottom left. And on the left-hand side is the holy symbol of Deb Foe, the eye on a checkered field. And on the other side is a moon peeking through the clouds, a crescent moon peeking through the clouds that is the sign of the Shimmering One. It appears that you are holding in your hands an amulet or a holy symbol to two gods. Give me a knowledge religion roll.
Oh, of course.
And that's both of you.
Whoa, okay.
"Oh, knowledge religion for me."
Yeah. Holy cow, Haragu, look at you go. Okay, you know for a fact you have never heard of a holy symbol, and you know that's what this is. You have never heard of a holy symbol being shared with another god on the same holy symbol. It's just not done. Some people wear holy symbols to various gods, and some churches honor other gods. For instance, Deb Foe is married to the Shimmering One. But even then, in any of the temples you've been in any of the churches, in any of the shrines, you have never seen Deb Foe or the Shimmering One share a holy symbol.
All right. I'm going, this is weird. Now I reach up to my shoulder to a pin I have. I go, this is normal. You don't normally put two together like this. Even if they are husband and wife, you don't do a symbol with both at the same one item with both on it.
So Meredith kind of scratches his head, and he looks super confused. He looks around and he was like, "So what is that supposed to mean?"
I have no idea. In all of my travels, I have never seen such a thing. I have never heard of such a thing. And to see an angel, and an angel of such power.
Now, could they be, I guess, both helping us? I don't know.
It is out of my element.
Do gods work together?
Well, Deb Foe is the knight of the gods. He is the protector of the gods. So I would think so. But I have never heard of such a thing.
Meredith kind of crosses his arms and he's kind of just like going back and forth like tennis match, like between you two. He's confused and he's out of his element, and he goes, "Okay, all right. We got captured by slavers. I understand that. We defeat the slavers, and we come out here, and then there are skeletons and a wyvern and an angel. Well, somebody tell me what the hell is going on?"
Well, I look to Haragu. If you can tell us what the hell's going on, I'm all ears. All I know is I'm hurt. I hurt. We need to... Oh, I'll use action surge and heal myself.
Second wind.
Sorry, second wind. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Second wind.
We know Talon is working as a slaver for priest of the oppressor. He's second level or whatever. He's got 2 stripes.
Yeah, he's of the second rank.
But he had a altar to another one.
To the Flame Master.
To the Flame Master. To work for the oppressor, does he have to follow the oppressor, even though he's wearing the ropes? Could he only be following the thing? Or is it like this, and he's in cahoots with 2?
I have never heard of a cleric serve. Gods are jealous gods, especially the oppressor. Since he took over Pelbrolin, and he is a jealous god. I don't know. We are out of our element. We need to speak to a cleric, or a sage or something.
Oh, from here, which way is the closest town, village, or something which would have?
I have never been to this side of Brandobia before. I was at the capital. I got there by ship, but I've never been this far north. I have no idea. I know that there is
what that angel suggested. We might as well head towards where the priest was flying.
Agreed. You feel a strange tug inside you, Haruga, as you're holding this amulet. And all of a sudden, after that was said by Meredith, one of the beads lights up with a brilliant blue color and starts spinning around the circle of the amulet, and then it stops and shoots a beam out, pencil thin, towards the southwest.
Well, I think that's your answer. I think you were right.
What have we gotten ourselves into? I wanted to end him because of the torment he put you people through. This is way beyond me.
Yeah.
But I do know one thing. As he looks up at he kind of peeks his eyes up at the ridge. If we don't get out of here soon, we might never make it.
Right. So
Meredith,
can we go back towards the main trail, because we had saved 1 draft horse in the wagon.
Mm-hmm. Well, the wagon's out on this. Out on the pass road from that you came down the pass from. And Talon says there's the north-south trade road that runs all the way through Brandobia. If we strike west, we should hit that road.
Sounds good. I mean, it'd be a lot easier if we had the wagon. That way we don't have to walk, and then one of us 2 can rest while the other one's driving.
Absolutely. No, if we can make it there and find it again, absolutely.
Meredith is walking around picking up the arrows that he shot, just throwing them back in his quiver.
Okay. That's going to take you a while in the dark to find those feathered shafts. But let's say you get 4 of them back real quick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's get... go ahead.
I was just going to say, okay, let's get back to the wagon and get going. And
I have to go up and get Mandarb. I will meet you on the other side of the rim in a half hour. And it takes you most of that half hour to get up through all of those trees that were fallen without breaking yourselves. And about 10 minutes after that, Talon comes riding across on Mandarb. He gets off, or he dismounts and grabs the reins. Says, "All right, let's get moving. I know you're tired. I know you're hurt. We all are. but we can't stop. Look at these trees, and now a full quarter of the tree tops are lit on fire all around, and smoke starts to billow down. There's a strong breeze that comes in from the northeast, blowing to the south, and you see from on the other side of the valley, as this breeze comes through, you see the fire jump from tree to tree. How are you guys going to get out of the forest? I know you're going to be traveling, trying to find the horse and wagon. You're going to have to find the river first. So, how are you going to be moving? Are you running? Are you jogging? Are you just doing a quick walk? It is still nighttime, but you've got torchlight available to you from the tops of the trees. So you don't need to carry anything.
And Meredith use his survival to perhaps track the way we came back, the way we came.
It'll be at disadvantage because things look different now, right?
Okay.
Because of the lighting, it looks different than when you came through. So finding those tracks will be difficult. Let's see here.
There's my.
Even with dark vision, it's not going to help.
Oh, dark vision does help, but it works by heat differential. So the fact that there's big fires up above you and around there kind of whites out certain areas.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just roll 2. There's that one, and
No.
Oh. All right. Now go ahead and give me. Let's see. What do I want here? As you start moving through the forest, it's gaining more and more trees are burning, and they're burning brighter. You need to give me a dex save, please. Everybody.
All of us? Okay.
Yeah, all of us. Okay, Meredith, you're fine. Talon takes damage, and Haragu takes damage. You would take 2 points of damage each.
Ladies and gentlemen, I suggest we run.
Yeah, these are from falling branches, widowmakers. Branches we're tripping over as we're moving through. Injuring ankles or taking cuts on the face or thuds on the shoulders or head, that kind of thing. Talon even takes to having a shield and kind of holding up over his head as he's running through. Mandarb even takes a couple of hits off of it, but his barding seems to save him for the most part. All right, we start to double time it. Now I need 2 constitution saves. One is to see how well you guys are running and how long you sustain it. The other is from smoke inhalation. So we got Haragu with a 24 and a 17. What was that?
You said con save?
Yes, con saves.
My God.
Ouch. You're not the dice don't like you.
I know.
Oh, and for the role playing you guys did at the scene and during that whole battle, take an inspiration die.
Roll again.
You can if you want to, but I will tell you you've got more.
No.
Okay, so take 2 points of damage from smoke inhalation.
Oh no.
And then make that second roll.
Which was what roll?
It's a Constitution save.
Another con?
Yep. The first one was for smoke inhalation. This one's for running. Turns out your short, stubby legs and the amount of mistreatment your body has taken from 4 months in the slave wagons, 2 combats, moving, walking 5 miles and then another 5 miles. You're just not able to keep up. So Talon suggests that you ride Mandarb. I don't know if you've ridden a horse before, but he'll keep you under him, or he'll keep you on top of him if you trust him.
That's okay. I like animals. I'm not used to riding them though. help up on them.
Yep, he cups his hands into a stirrup hold and says, "All right, step in here, Longshanks." And he hoists you up on top of it. Your feet won't get in the stirrups, and he's not taking the time to adjust them. And matter of fact, he's pretty sure he wouldn't be able to adjust them far enough. So you're kind of hanging on to the cantle of the saddle for dear life as you're shaking as the horse goes through. And now you need to give me you notice more animals start to appear all around you, and animals of all type. Herds of deer go galloping through, prancing, jumping through. Bears are moving, badgers, weasels, ferrets. Rats. Anything that is afraid of fire is moving with you guys, and some of them stampede through the area, causing you guys to jostle back and forth and bump into things, trying to avoid them because they're coming at it everywhere. So give me another dex save, please.
My God, it was almost another natural one.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. Talon's got to roll 1 too. Talon, dex save. Okay, you guys make it to the river. Animals are starting to cross the river as well, and everywhere they can. But you've managed, Meredith, to find the exact spot where we crossed the river before. So before we cross the river, I declare a bio break.
Okay.
I'm gonna burst if we don't. So while we're taking a break, this is a great time to donate to MVG charity.
Yep.
So while we take a break, you can make your checks out too. I'm kidding. Yeah, MVG is definitely an awesome charity, especially that they're not just doing video games, they're lumping in the role-playing games as well, like D&D and Pathfinder and things like that, which a lot of people really enjoy. And for me personally, stepping out of my own head to a fantasy world really helps me escape a lot of the issues that I deal with. So that's why I am a very avid D&D player. Play any chance I get. So we really appreciate everyone showing up today and watching us almost die. Or at least watching me almost die. Thankfully, did not. Because I really like Meredith. I want to keep him. I want to hold on to him. He's a good guy. Good dwarf. Old dwarf. And I hope I'm not butchering the accent too much.
Yeah. And besides the Saturday games, there is some long-running campaigns during the week and stuff. I know we have I'm in one on Mondays. I think it's 11 a.m. Eastern. And can always use extra players for that too if people are free during the week. Also. And I just noticed on his overlay for the stream, his logo is backwards.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I noticed that earlier. I think somebody said that earlier in the chat.
Okay. Yep, there's one on Tuesdays at 4. So there's several other games besides just the ones this month on Saturdays between this and this is a mini campaign, and then they're also doing one-shots. And there's always there may be spots still open. I think I'm down to 1 day a week I don't play a game. I mean, some of them are every other week and stuff like that, but there's only like 1 day a week I don't play now. Between here and a couple other individual groups with a bunch of veterans and stuff.
I wish I could play more. I really do.
Yeah. I do this more than play video games anymore.
I have my in-person game that I DM here on Friday nights. 5 of my players, local friends, and then I have this. That's the only 2 that I have. 5 times a week.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah, you guys play a lot. Lucky.
Good thing about not being employed, right? Not working, I guess.
Well, I'm not either, but small children.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my youngest is 21, so.
Oh yeah, and if you guys get the chance, check out the that link that Renee put up, where those are some sick jerseys.
Oh, aren't they though?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That hoodie is so sexy.
Yeah, I'm liking a couple of those. I don't know if my form is good for those anymore, but.
Oh no, my form is awful for those, and I still love them.
I know, I do too.
Do we know if anybody from MVG is going to PAX East next month? Any group of people? I mean, I'll be there. I'll be working. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'll be there the whole time.
I went to PAX East right as COVID hit. Right.
Oh,
it was
19.
February of 19 was when I went, and like my wife had called me and was like, "Hey, there's some sort of like crazy sickness. Hope you're staying safe." And I was like, "It's just a sickness. Who cares? It's just a flu."
Yeah,
you know?
it got real bad in this area because one of the pharmaceutical, medical companies, whatever they were, had a big convention over not far from the convention and stuff, and that was the big major breakout, which caused all kinds of problems here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Main reason I go, I live right here in town.
Right. Where is it? Where is it again? PAX East?
Boston.
Boston. Gotcha. Maybe I'll try and go next year.
The other good one for people who enjoy D&D and stuff like that is Unplugged, which is in Philadelphia, and usually towards the end of the year.
Well,
there's Dragon Con too.
Yeah, I've never been. I should probably try and get on one of their panels.
Yeah. Dragon Con? You mean Drunk Con?
Drunk Con?
I don't know. I've never been.
But just for this, I know quite a few people which go, and that's what it sounds like most of the time. I mean, it's a good time, but.
Well, let's see if we can get a bunch of folks from MVG to go next year, and I'll see if I can go. I mean, it's a tax write-off for me, so a little extra incentive.
PAX East and Unplugged are the ones I would typically. They're close enough.
Right.
Dragon Con's is in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think it's in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So we're fleeing with the animals across the water.
Yep.
Meredith is trying to keep his eyes open while riding the horse and holding on for dear life.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need to get soaked again. Well, it might help with the fire.
Tell you what, while they're going through the water, I think this is going to take a piece of cloth and dunk it down into the water.
Okay.
For him to like tie around or hold on over his mouth and
sure.
have any more issues.
Well,
smoke.
Let's try and get you guys across the river. Give me an animal handling roll there, and an athletics roll for the rest of us.
Handling. Yeah, it was almost a natural one again. I swear to God, these dice hate me.
Evidently, yeah. Today, well, but you made it. Not too bad. Hiragu, has a bit of a trouble. So now both give me another roll. You've reached the middle of the river, and then I'll tell you what happens to you.
Another animal handling.
Harago, another animal handling, another. Okay, that's much better.
Okay. Bit two.
You take Haragu, you take 2 points of damage. You're starting to drown. You took in a lot of water, and as you're coming out the other side, struggling through the water, kind of scrape yourself up on some rocks. So just a couple points of damage. You've noticed that because you're coming across here, and as you're swimming across, there's a badger right next to you. There's a whole bunch of different animals trying to get across here, leap across. So it's disconcerting. Yeah.
Nope, they're all hid away. Nope. I went and checked to see if any of my rats were out and about, and they weren't.
Oh, how many?
I got 4 big rats.
Oh, nice. Raise them as
on top of the snakes.
I was going to say, are you raising them as pets or do you use them as food?
They were originally supposed to be food, but they got too big, so now they've turned into pets.
Oh, good. I had a couple rats. I love rats. They're good people.
Yeah,
they're good people. I actually rescued 2 rats from a guy who was going to give them to a snake. It's like, no. Let me have them. I can't take it.
That's typically what they're bought for.
Oh yeah, yep.
Then we've got a small one which just had a litter of 12.
Oh boy.
But because they're all be too small for food.
Right.
The local pet store is having a hard time getting smaller ones, so once they're weaned, he'll take them and then give us the size we need.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Good deal there. Okay, you guys make it across the river. You come out bedraggled, soaked to the bone. You're in a mixture of cold and yet warm from all of the exercise that you've done, plus the fires. The fires don't seem to have come across the river, at least not here. And you know that you were traveling more westerly, and the breezes were blowing more southwesterly. So if the fire crossed the river, it's going to be farther south from you guys. But so far, it looks pretty clear. You managed to clear the area where the animals are dispersing now on the other side, or not running and taking a rest from their mad panic across the water. So now you've got the choice. Are you going to try and find the trail back to the wagon and horse, or go straight west and try and get to the road as quickly as you can?
I think the wagon would be the smarter bet, because then one of us can drive it while the other one gets some rest.
Sure.
And recover. Plus, we'll be able to move a little bit faster than walking.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I'd like to save the animal if possible.
Yeah, that too.
What say you, Meredith?
As long as I get to rest soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us. I mean, even Haragu is probably looking pretty ragged at the moment. All right, so give me a tracking roll, knowledge, or a nature roll. Survival, I think, is what that runs off of.
Ooh.
21. Oh, wait, 20, critical. Look at that. You needed to get a 17 or better to find the tracks, a hard one. And you look at it and go, well, we came right through here, and we go walking down, you riding down, and even from horseback, where normally you'd be bending over and checking tracks and whatnot, and despite all the animals coming through this area, you managed to find the tracks of this horse moving through, the horseshoes imprints that are mostly obliterated by bear and deer and whatever else lives out here. You manage to find the trail, and you get back. You travel southwesterly. Lots of smoke still through the air, coughing, whatnot, bleary, teary-eyed, but you manage to come out exactly where you left the horse and wagon. Sorry.
With his 4 HP and soot-covered face is going, If you don't mind, I think I'll take the first nap.
Not a problem. Can you drive this thing, Haragu?
Yeah, I've got vehicles, land, and animal handling.
Okay, give me vehicle land roll.
Now, I don't know how to do that.
I think that's DM's discretion when it comes to it. It's usually based on some sort of proficiency, like whatever they roll, they would add their.
Yeah, I think you're gonna roll animal handling.
In my tools.
Yeah, I'll give you animal handling roll +2.
Okay.
Well, plus your proficiency bonus, which in this case is +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a 9.
9. You're having a hard time getting control of the animal. He was pretty wild-eyed because of all the smoke and whatnot, and he was staked out with a good lead, but he had almost torn the lead free in his panic. So once we got him hooked up, and Talon's pretty good with animals and with horses, so he helped you,
Helps.
and you managed to get it together, but you're not traveling very fast at all. So by the time you reach the north-south trade route, you guys are bitterly exhausted, but still trying to put some miles between you and the place where the slaver camp was, because you know that 4 or 5 guards got away, and chances are they're going to come back to the encampment. So you ride past that spot and keep going a bit. And you guys are barely keeping your eyes open when you see a small track lead off to the west.
I look at town and go, we need to get some rest. We're not going to keep going at this for very much longer.
Okay.
I would suggest that, or I would think that you guys would hear Meredith snoring and sawing logs back there.
Fair enough.
Even more tired.
Why don't we take this track down and at least get off the road?
Yep.
I don't know where it leads, but give me just a moment here. There's a client. I'm going to see if he'll come to the charity event site and watch.
Let me see.
Get your ass in here. Tell us what we're doing wrong.
So it's www.twitch.tv/MVG charity.
Yep.
And if dyslexia didn't treat me poorly, that ought to do it. Alrighty. It is morning time as you come down this track. It's the false dawn, the hour before true dawn.
How long was that whole ride?
Are you talking about from the crater rim or from where you got the horses?
When we got the horses.
Okay. When you got the horse, that ride was probably an hour, because Haruga was struggling with the horse most of the way. The horse first is panicky, then it's just tired and doesn't want to keep going, and it's used to pulling these wagons with 2 horses, not 1. Oh, look at the rat. Which one is that one?
One of the babies.
Oh, looking awfully cute. Please tell him you didn't name him food.
No.
I love rats. They're good people. I really enjoyed having mine.
Oh yeah. No, my daughter names half of them Panda or something along that line.
Oh,
half
sure.
of them look like little pandas.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. So, barely keeping your eyes open. Talon, who's didn't go through the hardships you did, in a little bit better shape. kind of takes the reins from you and kind of leads the wagon down. Mandarb pacing you guys, and you come around down a slope, around a big turn to the left, and you see a small boy kind of looking up at you guys from the roadside, and he turns and runs down the road as quickly as his feet will carry him. Little boy about 10 years of age. And we continue down, and we come across around the corner and down a bend again, and you see this small thorp. It's not even a village. Thorp is even smaller. There's maybe 6 houses here. Stone foundations, stone walls, with wooden stone walls coming up to about 3 feet, and then wooden walls the rest of the way up, with thatched roofs. There's 2 long halls, one without any, both of them without any walls at all. They're just 20 feet long, and one of them has a table running down the whole width of it. The other one, the one closest to you, has kind of a double wide table with some V's wedges on it, and there's a log in between the wedges. Looks like it's being stripped of bark. And off to the left, you see the ground comes across this large meadow and slopes down straight into the water. And you see a bunch of logs tied up out there to a post that's been driven into the water side. So it looks like it's a logging camp.
Mm-hmm.
People come out to meet us. The boy pointing back towards us. Let me get us on a different map here. And you see 3 men. One's probably late 30s, early 40s, so some decent age on him. Another one looks like he's in his late 20s, and another one looks like he's maybe 15, 16 summers. The one who's 20 has a wood axe over his shoulder. You see some women standing out in front of a couple of the houses. Let's get you guys, or get me to the village. Let me get rid of these.
And probably Archie.
Yeah, where's Archie at?
Towards just south of where those guys were. I can click on him and remove him.
Oh yeah,
There
go
you
ahead
go.
and thanks. Get rid of that guy. And one of them says, "Ho, stranger! Ho!" Talon brings the horse to a stop. Mandarb kind of blows out, but he stops just in front. Says, "Strangers, what brings you to Dawan Nagra? Please come in peace."
Yes.
So, Haruga, what do you do?
Just kind of lift my hands up and go, nope, not here. As long as you're not have bad intentions, we have none type of response.
You look like you've been through hell.
Yeah.
There's a dwarf snoring in the cart.
Yes, our friends are gravely hurt, and have been through much toil this night. There is a fire raging through the forest, but 5 miles to your north and east. We beg you, if we could stay here for a short while. Give me a con save, Haruga. God, I keep messing it up. Haragu.
I don't know how to get my...
Okay, you're not having a problem. Talon, however, also needs to roll a con save.
I don't know how to get my token on.
Just go to find your character on the second tab.
Uh-huh. Got it.
And drag him onto the map. And click on the name part and just drag it onto the map.
Nope, well, that's not the token, but...
That's weird. Close enough.
It starts to rain a bit. You hear people coming out and about. Talon kind of hops down from the wagon and almost falls over, and he says, "We could really use some sleep. Just any place, if you wouldn't mind." And then he just falls to his knees and falls over. He passes right out. You, however, Hiragu, is doing just fine. Must be that half-orc ancestry of yours.
That and being a barbarian, I guess.
They say they start moving towards you quickly, and Cohen says, Meg, come out, gather the women. We need help. Boys, come help us move them into the houses. You see women start shooing children out together and down in the meadow where they are watching you guys with wide eyes. They come over and start to help with the dwarf and the human. They're saying, with your permission, we would have you rest, and we will help in any way we can.
Yeah. I would probably look at the main guy, spokesman for the town, and tell him, just be careful. There's Paladin slave traders in the area and priests for the oppressor with them.
Not again. Yes, they come through here once a year or so. Luckily, they leave us alone. The treaty still holds. They won't trouble us. Not here.
Okay.
And
Meredith wakes up and he's surrounded by women carrying him.
Well, the menfolk are carrying you. The women are...
Or the menfolk.
Yeah.
And he sees him and goes, I guess I'll just let it happen.
Yeah. Just rest well. Rest well. We'll take care of you. Within 10 minutes, they've got you and Talon in a bed resting. They've offered space for you, Hiragu, in you're all in different houses. It looks like they've chased the kids out of their bedrooms and given you their beds. It creaks a lot underneath your weight there, half-orc. But within, even with as tough as you are, with everything you've been through, once you sit down on that bed, you say, okay, I'll just sit here for a minute and then check on the others, and then you remember no more. You awake 2 days later. You have been cleaned. You are in bed with blankets around you. There's basin and water. A basin and a water pitcher on a nightstand, or a dresser, I should say. Next to you, the sunlight is filtering through the trees. You hear bird song and the pleasant sound of the river rushing by. Well, not rushing, but flowing by. What do you do?
Verdus sits up and he looks around and he's like, that's probably the best treatment I've ever had. He puts his hands down, he's looking around, making sure like his pouch of coin is still there.
That's on the dresser. You don't have any pants on. You are completely naked.
I swear to it, if that if that human did this, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off. I guess he just hurries up and looks and he grabs like the sheet and he's like looking around trying to figure out like his clothes.
You see some clothes that are folded up and resting on a chair, but they are not your clothes, which is probably a good thing. Your clothes were pretty fucked up.
I was about to say I'm gonna inspect them and see if they would fit my.
It looks like they will. It looks like they've been modified. They are a little big around the waist, but
so am I.
and there's a belt there for you, and drawstring, for the pants. So they're gonna look kind of pantaloony on you, right? Hammer time pants, genie pants.
Yeah.
But the cuffs at the bottom are smaller, so they fit well. But it's simple homespun, right? It's a rough linen that you're wearing. Same thing for you, Haruga. You wake up and find yourself naked and cleaned, and you probably wake up earlier than Meredith does. You also find some clean homespun clothes there.
Mm-hmm.
Can we hit long rest?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big time. You're fully healed.
Okay.
Okay.
I think another thing he would do is look around to see like if his bow and his quiver and like all of the stuff that he had, because
you don't see any of that. There's your pouch with your money in it. There's your belt pouch that has whatever little tinkering stuff, a folding knife, twine, whatever you carry in your regular pouch. Things like that. So you put that on the belt that you're given. The belt looks like it's been sized just for you. Looks like they've got brand new double rings that you loop it through and tie it off on. It looks like shiny brass. Looks like they're brand new. You guys go out looking for things, and you don't find anybody in the house. Haragu, you do. There's somebody in there and says, "Oh, your breakfast is laid out at the table in the long hall."
So we're in different houses?
Yeah. You basically took over kids' rooms in different houses.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you come outside, the bright, sunshiny... Well, sorry, it's not sunshiny. It's raining a little bit. But it's a light drizzle. So it actually feels quite nice as you move across the open area past the central well and into the long hall, and you see the table is laid out with food. There's bacon, there's eggs, there's fresh baked rolls, and some porridge there. And you see Talon. You see all of your stuff on the other end of the thing, kind of laid out. Right, you've got your backpacks are laid out. Your weapons are laid out next to them. When you come up on him, you see Talon kind of looks over and says, "Well, it's about time you guys woke up. I thought you were going to sleep your life away."
Oh, it was worth it, though.
Yeah, this is... It was a little uncomfortable when you woke up because you're not used to sleeping on something soft anymore. And these are not soft beds, right? They're kind of rough and rustic, but...
better than a bedroll on the ground.
Well, better than just sleeping on the hardwood floor in a wagon, right, with a threadbare blanket for you. But it looks like Talon is cleaning armor, honing weapons. Looks like your bow has a new string on it.
So Meredith is going to approach Talon and be like, Anybody want to tell me where the hell we are and why I woke up and wearing nothing but what God blessed me with?
Well, I woke up the same way. It was quite the start. Uh, the way Cohen said that when the women folk take over, the men just stay away. they they cared for you as best they could. Your clothes were pretty much ruined by your ordeals, so they replaced them. Mine fared a little better, but it hadn't been through what you have.
So I still probably have both clothes, right? Well, I also got a military uniform in my backpack.
Right. So there you go. Yeah, because yours, that's right. Yours were not worn and rotted like Meredith's was. But yeah, so you can go get changed in your military uniform if you want to, or you wear the new clothes that they've given you.
Yeah. I'll wear at least the pants so they fit better. With my size.
Looks around and goes, "Are we able to eat this?" Or
yes, please. They said to eat your fill.
So he does so. He slumps down at the table and
it doesn't take long for your small stomachs to get full, and you feel a little icky after overeating, which was easy to do. But there's a nice light ale that they served the breakfast with, and Cohen comes over and says, "I see you're finally awake. Well met. My name is Cohen Rez, and welcome to Dowan Nagra."
Well, thank you for the assistance.
It is nothing. You were in need, and we were able to offer some help. Would you mind telling me who you are and where you came from? This one over here, as he kind of nods with a crooked smile towards Talon, he says, he's been quite tight-lipped. Courteous, though he is. He seems to find it funny that he's talking about Talon while Talon's there as if he's not there. But he says it was not his place to tell your story. Would you share it now?
Yeah. I mean, I'll explain. I was with a mercenary group and stuff, and trapped by the slavers and stuff, and given the choice to either work for them or to be a slave. And I chose to work for them temporarily.
You worked for the slavers?
Temporarily until...
And Meredith will chime in, "Oh, no, like, he might have done a little work for him, but he was instrumental in letting us go."
Yeah. He was with another group which was turned to slaves, and ended up, when the opportunity arose, when our other friend here arrived, was able to get them free and get away from them.
I see. And how long were you slaves? And how came you to be here?
A few months, I would reckon. A few months. Didn't really get much slaving done, though. I think when they were taking us to their slave place, all we did was travel. We didn't really get to reach where. Well, thankfully, we didn't get to reach exactly where I guess where they were taking us. Before we got let loose.
If it's a normal caravan, they only come through about once a year, going either direction, maybe twice, and they would have been taking you all the way down to Pelbrolanen. Not a good place.
No.
It was filthy half-bloods down there. No, begging your pardon, sir.
Yeah.
Those elves. What is let's see, a half orc, and we got a dwarf. Yeah, those traders down there. I tell you, It's not a good life you would have found yourself in.
Don't believe so. Question: who brews the ales?
Oh, actually, my son does. He's become quite the brewer. You should try his mead. Perhaps tonight, at dinner, you could try some of his mead.
I take a look over at Talon, and I'm like, well, we're staying for dinner, too?
Talon looks over and says, "That is, I did not want to make any assumptions.
All right.
Our gear is ready to go, and he says, as he says that, he starts strapping on his greaves onto his legs, and shrugs his brigandine coat over and starts to lace up the front. He says, I am not sure, Master Cohen, whether we will be staying or not. We appreciate your your help and aid. I offer this as small token of our thank you, of thanks, and he hands him a bag of coins. I hope you all don't mind, but I borrowed some from each of us.
You know how much, so I can deduct it.
Yeah, right. No, he took like 10 gold from each of us.
Okay.
20 gold from himself, and he says you should find all the rest of it there. These are good folk. Cohen kind of nods to him. That middle-aged man, not middle-aged, sorry, the one in the middle, the 20-something or 30-something, comes walking up and puts his axe down and kind of leans on it and says, "So how long you all staying?" He doesn't look like he is favorable of you guys remaining here.
We actually have business we need to take care of, so we probably should be going soon.
Can I get a read on him at all?
Give me an insight roll.
17.
Yeah, he looks at you and Haragu differently than he does Talon.
He looks at me differently than he looks at Talon?
Yeah, you and Haragu, both. With barely hidden disdain. And Cohen says, "Be still, Taryn. Be still, Terrace." He says, "It's better that they leave. It's better that they leave now than stay. We can't afford to keep feeding them."
Yeah, Meredith pushes the plate back and grabs a couple of things, and he stands up and he says, "I don't know. Yeah, he's probably right. We wouldn't want to wear out our welcome. I think if anyone here can lead me to where I can get some brewer supplies, I'll be ready to go."
At that point, the boy comes running down the road. Ada, there's an army coming, a whole army, and they're dressed kind of funny. I don't know. They at first I thought they were the Duke's men. He says that with some, wild-eyed surprise and joy. But then I saw one of their shields. I don't know how, but I saw a fist on it.
Oppressor.
Talon kind of stands up from. Well, no, he's already standing up. He kind of looks over at the boy. "Describe this fist, please, son." And he says it very earnestly. Actually startles the boy quite a bit. And Cowan kind of holds his hand up to Talon. Waist. All right. Engel, tell me, what exactly did you see? and take a breath. Slow down, boy.
And I start getting my gear on.
And the other one says, I told you they'd bring trouble. I told you. And he turns around and starts running down to one of the houses, starts talking to a couple of the men, one of the women. Says, the boy says, there's an army of them. There's got to be 100 of them. And they've got some scary men in front. One of them, they scared me, Dad. That's all. And the people, they just didn't look right. They didn't see me though. I know that they didn't see me. Good boy, Terrace. Good boy. Run along to your mother now, and be quick about it. Right? Yes, Ada. And the boy goes running off to one of the homes, the one up here. You see at this point the men that the younger man went to start moving off at a trot to other homes. What do you guys do?
I look at Talon and go, could it be the slavers? Could it be Talon's men?
I don't see how it could be. But some of the slavers did get by, but how would they get an army up here this far into Mendarn?
Or I'm gonna say, if it's not them, the one he talked to. Remember that vision thing which happened?
Yes, he did say that he was sending someone to meet him.
Right.
Maybe this is them. I thought it was that flying beast.
Yeah, but if it's 100, we won't be able to fight them all. But maybe we can steer them away from here.
Just looks towards the host gentleman and goes, all right, where can we hide in a quick?
There's really no way to hide. I'm going to send the women folk down into the basements. We could pry and get you down there. Talon looks over quickly and says, we bring danger to them if we're here.
Yeah.
If they find us, they'll wonder why they are hiding us. And it's not like we won't stand out from this group if we try and blend in. You two look like you're cadavers almost. You're so thin. If these are,
I'm standing right here.
I'm saying this just to be quite clear. You don't look like you're hale and whole. It kind of stands out. If these are slavers meeting other slavers, they might, and especially if those guards met up with them, they might know of you. I say we hide in the forest.
Yeah, get back up towards the road and see where they go. If we have to, we can distract them from here.
Exactly. All right. Gather your things. Throw on what armor you can quickly, but let's move out as quickly as we can.
Yep.
Ready. Let's go.
Okay. After about 10 minutes, you guys have your armor on. You kind of help each other get equipped. And pretty soon you've got all of your belongings with you. And Coat comes walking back and says, one of our men just went up there. They'll be here in about 10 minutes. If you're going to go, you should go. And go with our blessing. And he hands you, Meredith, he hands you a large sack of fresh food. It's not much, but it's all we can spare.
Any'll do. I appreciate it.
Go in
Throws
peace.
the sack over his shoulder.
Don't mind Terrace. He has a skewed view of the world, an old view, not one that I hold. Go in peace.
We'll try to keep them from coming down, if we can.
He nods with a grateful look on his face. You guys move off down to the woodlands that are on the south end of the large meadow that the village is kind of built in. And as you get in there, you hear the jangle of horse and tack. and it sounds like there's quite a few of them. Give me a stealth roll, everybody. You're with advantage. You have some extra time on your hands, so just don't blow it.
Well, I'm glad we had advantage.
Still didn't do that great. I have a...
Oh, Talon gets a 20 and a 20 nat 20 with a 23 and a 21. So he covers for Meredith, and he says, "Again, my friend, on Mandarb."
I'll get used to it at some point.
He hoists you up there, and then he takes the lead, and you guys move and recess farther back into the forest. Haragu, as you're there, kind of lingering a little bit, making sure that they get away, you see many horse come riding down into Dowan Nagra with what looks to be a couple of priests. But they don't seem to be wearing, you can't see them from the angle that you're at, whether or not they have the stripes or whatnot. It doesn't look like it. They're not wearing the brown robes of the oppressor. They're wearing gray robes, and with the silver linings on them. And the men, the soldiers, all wear hauberks, not hauberks, sorry, tabards that are of the blue and dark blue and silver, and it looks like on their shields they have covers over them, because you see a couple of the shields the covers are kind of pulled askew, and like they didn't notice that they aren't covered, and you see part of the black mailed fist of the oppressor underneath one edge of the cloth.
Okay. Why would they put cloths on their shields?
As you fade back into the trees, you catch up with Talonman and Meredith and move farther into the forest.
Okay.
After probably several miles through there, which takes you probably 3 hours, right? Rough going in the forest. Moving through to cover terrain. You finally have a break where you can stop and chat.
I told them of the colors I saw and everything, and then yes, some of the shields were covered, but some of them not very well.
What are they trying to do?
I don't know, but what is an army doing this far from Pelbrolanen? They had to have got that army hundreds of miles up.
I look at asking because we know a little bit of the history of this area, right?
Not really. You're not from this area, so
okay.
That's right. You were just on the other side of the mountains, of the Elenin Mountains. I'm going to put us back to the big map now.
Yeah, I don't remember where I said I was from.
I think if you zoom in,
I wrote it.
I think it was from around here.
Weld Forest.
Ashul Weld. All right, let me. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're from right in this area here.
I was from over here, I think.
Yes, on the other side, on the eastern side of the Lhasa Peaks. Yep, somewhere around here. So, you don't know much about Brandobia. You know that it used to be one kingdom many generations ago, and it's been split into 3. You know that where you came over the mountains, it has to be Mendarn that you're in. It could be Eldor though. Depending how high up you are. You're not sure, neither of you have traveled there before.
Right. I look at Talon and go, do you know the colors of the different factions over here?
Let me give you a history roll at a disadvantage.
For a chance.
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
Okay. Because that's the only. I'm just going. Only reason to cover up your stuff is if you're pretending to be somebody else.
Right. And actually, I need to
But
give
we
an
don't
int
know
roll.
enough to know who they're pretending to be.
Either that or they're combining forces with someone else and they've got a new.
I remember something now as we're talking about this. When I was in Ospelin, the capital of Mendarn, one of the dukes, I happened to be moving down the thoroughfare back to the docks, and I saw a procession. Somebody mentioned that it was Duke Murphy. I can't remember the name right now. And he bore the dark blue and silver colors on his men.
Okay.
And I know that that's down in southern Mendarn.
Okay. I'm going. Would they be working with the slavers or the Pelbronian?
No,
normally?
No, they're bitter enemies. I cannot imagine them ever working for him.
So somebody with a shield of the oppressor or Pel, covering it with that area's
The ducal colors.
The Duke's colors.
So they're trying to start a war with the Pelbrolians.
Or the Pelbronians are
between
a war.
Right, they're trying to start a war with Mendarn.
Or they're trying to get through under the guise to freely move about the kingdom without starting a war.
But the slavers have free travel as long as they don't try anything.
Correct. So why would they be moving in secret? This is a mystery I cannot solve.
I hate to leave that town and not do anything for them, but
no way we'd be able to fight 100 men.
Right, but could we follow them whenever they're done with what they're doing? Maybe they'll lead us to Callan.
We could double back, or we could
wait for them to come back.
But we lose 3 days or 3 hours ride minimum, plus another 3 hours to get back to approximately where we are. We only have a few days.
Okay, hold on.
For this amulet to work.
What about what the angel told us? We have to go in which direction?
Well, the amulet showed us southwest from that position, but our positions changed quite a bit. You've now on the map. You guys came out around here, right?
The inset.
And now you've moved closer towards the coast.
And where is the amulet?
I have it.
Yeah. Do you use it again?
Yeah, I'll walk off to the side and sit down and do a little prayer type thing or something to see if I can get it to do something.
Okay. Give me a religion.
Last time I wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah, there was kind of a combination of events there that led to it. Let's have you give me a religion roll.
Normal.
You can't seem to get it to work, but you do remember something the angel said, and I may be retconning this a little bit because I don't remember if I said it or not.
Okay.
But I was reading it out of the text, so I'm hoping. He says, use this amulet to track Kalan. You have but 7 days to find him.
Okay. I kind of sit there with it for a few more minutes and just going and trying to communicate with Deathbow. Show me where Callan has gone.
The beam with the lights light up. There's 3 of them or 2 of them that light up, and they start spinning around the thing, and then all of a sudden it starts shooting almost straight south.
Okay.
We've got a short amount of time for that one.
We've already
lost. I hate to leave this people.
Yes, but we've already lost.
A job to do.
We've already lost 3 days.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got a job to do.
And we got the wagon and the horse.
No, you had to leave that, and you couldn't have brought it through the forest.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
So all
3
you've got is
horses?
Mendarb. Yep.
No.
Or just one?
No, we just
Just
have
the
one
one.
Mendarb.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Extra
but-
pack stuff that you guys needed is mounted on the back of Mendarb. So he's not really able to be ridden as
Hard.
normal. Yeah, he's more of a pack horse right now, and the war horse in him is not happy with this. He and Talon seem to have an interesting relationship. They seem to butt heads a lot. And matter of fact, you've seen him come up, put his head right next to the Mandarbs when he's being kind of an ass, and it whacks him in the head with his own forehead, or you know, they seem to vie for dominance a lot.
Do I see the wolf anywhere?
Yes, you do. He's pacing you off to the right quite a bit. But as you notice him,
don't like me.
as you notice him, he just stops and stares right at you.
I'm just gonna reach in, grab some jerky out of my bag, and put it on the ground.
Okay.
And take a look. I'm gonna walk away. You can have this, but I'm going over here.
Give me an animal handling roll at an advantage.
Animal handling.
Mm-hmm.
That's Adam. Boom.
Ooh.
Damn! Look at you go. Another one. Mahavros comes over, sniffs at the jerky, looks back at you, eats the jerky, and comes trotting up right next to you. And sits down and just watches you. And Talon leans back and goes, "Well, I think you've made a new friend."
Good.
Just not gonna look at him. Just gonna pretend he's not even there.
Yeah. Well, he's a bit of a glutton, so keep feeding him, and he probably won't leave your side. He can be a pain in the ass that way.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. No, he'll not bite you. He's never given me any trouble, and he comes and goes as he will. Half the time I don't even know he's there until I wake up in the morning and find him sleeping on me.
Yeah, you can tell he's very uncomfortable. Meredith is very uncomfortable right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
what seems to trouble you?
well, the fact that there's a wolf next to me.
Ooh.
It's
The wolf just kind of grins, kind of just showing his teeth.
I'm not even looking at it. Just Meredith is doing his best not to look at him. Just pretend he's not there in hopes that he does not bite him, because he's short anyway. So the wolf is like, it's not like the size of a big dog to him. He's
No,
the size
yeah,
of like a dire wolf.
Yeah, you're seeing eye to eye on that. Yeah.
So he is doing his damnedest not to even look at him.
He goes, Mahavros, come on over here. Mahavros, come on, boy. Mahavros, come on. Oh, for crying out loud. He takes some jerky out of his pocket and he throws it down. Yeah, big puppy. I had the privilege a few years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, my mother-in-law bought me this package deal where I got to go to a wolf preserve and I got to work with the workers for an entire day, working with the animals. I mean, when I say working with the animals, I go into the pen and I'm feeding them raw meat. It's harrowing. it's a bit disturbing, but I also got to work with one of their, I guess you call it a trainer. They're not really training them, but they work with the animals so that it can be a mascot, so they can bring it to different places and the wolf won't go completely feral on people. And I really pissed off the person because within about 3 minutes, I was playing tug of war with my teeth on a small, like 1.5 foot long rope, and she's growling at me and snarling, and we're tugging on this thing, and within 5 minutes, I'm giving her belly rubs. They'd been working with this wolf for a month. Other than that, it's a wild wolf. You know, it was one of the most remarkable experiences of my life. I'll tell you, it's daunting being that close and knowing that thing could rip my face off. But they're pack
Harrison
animals.
has a huge respect and love for animals, but he does not particularly go out of his way to be besties.
Yeah, right. Well, and Talon tells you, I didn't either. He just started following me one day. He kept coming closer and closer. Hey, Tyrant.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to switch over to the other table. Can you hop off the
Yep.
channel?
Popping it off now.
Yep.
Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
We will see you next week at the same time. Please dig deep, donate to our charity, help our vets and our military servicemen, and we will see you next week.